Hello everyone, welcome to Mattercrit. This is Matthew White. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing as well as I can. In this episode of the Mattercrit, I'll be reviewing and analyzing the 22 Murders of Madison May by Max Berry that you can get off Amazon or Part Road Books. This book will deal with multiverse travel and be about a serial killer who kills the same woman several times. There is a newspaper reporter who gets involved with this. She starts to investigate this murder in her own universe, but she will find herself in another universe where she made different decisions with her life and that people she knew have different iterations of themselves. She will be in several realities where she has only one cat instead of two. She will struggle to figure out what this all means. There is another man after the serial killer of Madison May. She and this man will team up and they end up having an interesting relationship. I do not mean a romantic relationship, but one where it is mutual. They both want to stop this person from killing the same person over and again. The book will show the idea of chaos and stream theory. I'll leave a link to the Wikipedia page on this blog in the description below if you're watching the YouTube video or any of my other social media sites. I'll give you my rating in this episode. Hope this episode will inspire you to read, watch, and learn. Please consider going to Patreon, Substack, where you can read my blog posts. Both will be the place where you can also watch the videos if you're more comfortable doing it there. Please become a supporter if you can. This is not required to do this, but if you want to, it'd be helpful. You can also hit the sticker icon below to help support the channel if you're watching the video on YouTube. Thank you. As mentioned before, there's a newspaper reporter who gets sucked into this multiverse travel adventure of a serial killer killing Madison May over and again. The name of this newspaper reporter is Felicity Staples. Felicity Staples will be the one to investigate the murder of Madison May. Normal crime reporter Levi is busy with another story and cannot investigate that story. Felicity Staples will end up tracking Clayton Horrors, who's the one that murdered Madison May in her universe. In her universe, Madison May was a realtor. She was working for a real estate company selling a house to Clayton Horrors. He told Madison May that he was from another universe, which was true, but he was there to protect her, which was not true. Clayton Horrors met Madison May in his own universe, but she was an actress who had an extremely successful movie career. Clayton Horrors is disappointed that Madison May is not an actress, but a realtor in this universe. He kills her in this universe, and there was a point before that he snapped. Clayton Horrors has a taste for murder, and it does not matter if it is the same woman. He must have felt that need by killing her over and again. This is not a flat-out murder. This is a crime of passion, because he gets and will get disappointed by the fact that the Madison Mays he meets are not what he thought she would be. Felicity Staples is following Hugo Garreley, who killed his wife in Felicity Staples' universe. This is what Felicity believes, and she ends up being surprised by what she ends up finding out down the road. Felicity Staples will get close to Hugo Garreley, and she ends up getting too close. Hugo Garreley will give Felicity Staples an egg, which acts as a totem, which causes her to travel to another universe. She jumps to another universe and wonders what happened. There are some stories where a person can return to their original universe, but in this one you cannot. A good example would be Red Door Season 4, Episode 5. You can go here to watch that episode in the description below this video. Thank you. The episode is called Dimension Jump. Ace Arnold Rimmer tells his boss that he will test the device that will cause him to jump to another dimension or universe. His boss tells him that there's only one way and he cannot come back. He understands that and does it anyway. You can go in the description below to watch the trailer for the Red Door Season 4. Thank you. I also review parallels for this channel, and the only difference is that you could go back to your universe. It was a great show. You can go here to watch the series. You can go here to watch the trailer in the description below. Thank you. And if you're in the Substack, it'll be below the text of the thing, actually. These two stories will not be the only one. Marvel was known for that as well as DC. Spider-Man No Way Home did that as well as Spider-Verse films. Star Trek and the original series had an episode called Mirror Mirror. I could name several different stories that have explored the idea of multiverse travel. I'll talk about chaos theory and stream theory. I'll read on Wikipedia and leave links to them on my blog. Please go in the description below to check out the chaos theory. Please go there and check out about stream theory. I'll leave the description below. Chaos theory, or triology, is an interdisciplinary area of scientific study and branch of mathematics. It focuses on underlying patterns and deterministic laws of dynamical systems that are highly sensitive to initial conditions. These were once thought to have completely random states of disorder and irregularities. Chaos theory states that in the apparent randomness of chaotic complex systems, there are underlying patterns, interconnection, constant feedback loops, repetition, self-similarity, fractals, and self-organization. The butterfly effect, an underlying principle of chaos, describes how a small change in one state of deterministic nonlinear system can result in large differences in later state, meaning there is sensitive dependence on initial conditions. A metaphor this behavior is that a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil can cause a tornado in Texas. Small differences in initial conditions, such as those due to errors in measurements or due to rounding errors in numerical computation, can yield widely diverging outcomes for such dynamical systems, rendering long term prediction of their behavior impossible in general. This can happen even though these systems are deterministic, meaning that their future behavior follows a unique evolution and is fully determined by their initial conditions, with no random elements involved. In other words, the deterministic nature of these systems does not make them predictable. This behavior is known as deterministic chaos or simply chaos. The theory was summarized by Edward Lorenz as chaos when the present determines the future, but the approximate present does not approximately determine the future. Chaotic behavior exists in many natural systems, including fluid flow, heartbeat irregularities, weather, and climate. It also occurs spontaneously in some systems with artificial components such as road traffic. This behavior can be studied through the analytic chaotic mathematical model, through analytical techniques such as recurrent plots or Poincare maps. Chaos theory has applications in a variety of disciplines, including meteorology, anthropology, sociology, environmental science, computer science, engineering, economics, ecology, and pandemic crisis management. The theory formed the basis for such fields of study as complex dynamical systems, age of chaos theory, and self-assembly process. This is the introduction. Chaos theory concerns deterministic systems whose behavior can, in principle, be predictive. Chaotic systems are predictable for a while, then appear to become random. The amount of time for which the behavior of a chaotic system can be effectively predicted depends on three things: how much uncertainty can be tolerated in the forecast, how accurately its current state can be measured in a time scale dependent on the dynamics of the system, called the Lumen time. Some examples of Lumen times are chaotic electrical circuits, about 1 millisecond, weather systems, a few days unproven, the inner solar system, 4 to 5 million years. In chaotic systems, the uncertainty in a forecast increases exponentially with elapsed time. Hence, mathematically, doubling the forecast time more than squares the proportional uncertainty in the forecast. This means in practice, a meaningful prediction cannot be made over an interval of more than 2 or 3 times the liminal time. When meaningful predictions cannot be made, the system appears random. I'm going to stop here and you guys can read the rest of this. This is the page for string theory. In physics, string theory is a theoretical framework in which the point-light particles of particle physics are replaced by one-dimensional objects called strings. String theory describes how these strings propagate through space and interact with each other. On distance scales larger than the string scale, a string acts like a particle, with its mass, charge, and other properties determined by the vibrational state of the string. In string theory, one of the many vibrational states of the string corresponds to the graviton, a quantum mechanical particle that carries the gravitational force. Thus, string theory is a theory of quantum gravity. String theory is a broad and varied subject that attempts to address a number of deep questions of fundamental physics. String theory has contributed a number of advances to mathematical physics, which have been applied to a variety of problems in black hole physics, early universe cosmology, nuclear physics, and condensed matter physics, and has stimulated a number of major developments in pure mathematics. Because string theory potentially provides a unified description of gravity and particle physics, it is a candidate for a theory of everything, a self-contained mathematical model that describes all fundamental forces and forms of matter. Despite much work on these problems, it is not known to what extent string theory describes the real world or how much freedom the theory allows in the choice of its details. String theory was first studied in the late 1960s as a theory of the strong nuclear force, before being abandoned in favor of quantum chronodynamics. Subsequently, it was realized that the very properties that made string theory unsuitable as a theory of nuclear physics made it a promising candidate for a quantum theory of gravity. The earliest version of string theory, bosonic string theory, incorporated only the class of particle known as bosons. It later developed into superstring theory, which posits a connection called supersymmetry between bosons and the class of particles called fermions. 5 consistent versions of superstring theory were developed before it was considered in the mid 1990s that they were all different limiting cases of a single theory in 11 dimensions known as M theory. In late 1997, theorists discovered an important relationship called the anti-de Sitter conformal field theory correspondence, ADS-CFT correspondence, which relates string theory to another type of physical theory called a quantum field theory. One of the challenges of string theory is that the full theory does not have a satisfactory definition of circumstances. Another issue is that the theory is thought to describe an enormous landscape of possible universes, which has complicated efforts to develop theories of particle physics based on string theory. These issues have led some in the community to criticize these approaches to physics and to question the value of continued research on string theory unification. And if you want, read the description. You can go to the link below this video or read it on the blog. Thank you. Because the link will be there as well. Clayton Horace will find other Madison Mays that he is disappointed in finding. In one of yours, she decides to do a TV commercial and ends up killing her. One of the other universes, Clayton Horace will find out she was spending time together with her best friend Czar, and he thought she was being a slut with hanging out with a guy and acting all sexy with him that was not her boyfriend. This is after she broke up with Trent. Felicity Staples will get Hugh Garley to have her meet the people that is his group. They will meet at Soft Rice and Juice Company, which they do not sell juice. It is a front to keep suspicious eyes off of them. They were traveling between different universes. They knew that they must stop Clayton Horace and killing Madison May over and again. This will not be easy. Felicity managed to stop him from killing Madison, who was at the lake with Czar, Hori, and Liam in one of their universes. Felicity Staples will be upset that she and Hugo Garreley failed to stop Clayton Horace from killing Madison May in another universe. This will lead them going to another universe where it's believed that Clayton Horace will not kill Madison May in that universe, and that it will be the woman that is close to the one he was attracted to. Felicity is not buying that. Felicity met other versions of Gavin where one cooks and other one that has a beard. It is one of those situations that she learns about the man that she'll end up falling in love with. Felicity Staples will land in a universe where she has 2 cats. This means she has both Percival and Joy. Percival is in all the universes that she travels to, but Joy is not. as Joy was in the original universe when she had 2 cats, I mean. As not to reveal, nothing more revealed here. The story does reach the climax and will end in a romantic way. Someone will end up stopping Clayton Horrors, but who ends up doing that? If you know the answer, please leave your answer in the comment section below. I'll give him a rating. I give the 22 Murders of Madison May a 10 out of 10. This book is a fun story, and I loved how Felicity Stables gets pulled into an adventure of having to chase Clayton Horrors and having to stop him from killing another Madison May. She did in one universe, but failed in another. Felicity Stables is the only one that did stop him. Felicity Stables teaming up with Hugh Barrow is an interesting team up, and they end up helping each other out, to say the least. As I said, you want to watch Red Door Season 4 on Amazon and watch Episode 5 will help you to understand this story. Parallels is another good one to watch to help you understand this story. Please go here to check out my review of Parallels Season 1. Felicity will have to figure out how to stop Clayton Horrors from killing Madison May over and again. This is the only way she'll have peace and can rest knowing that she did that. Please consider becoming a Patreon, as mentioned before, as that will be placed top of my blog. You can subscribe to me on Substack to do that as well. You can go here to check it out. Thank you. Please consider checking out my review of 10 Rules for the Perfect Murder by James Patterson by clicking here right now. Thank you. Please like this video blog post if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to this channel or blog, as it will cost you nothing, as I have a goal to get 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Please set the notification bell to be notified of any videos above this video. Please let me know what to cover down the road in the comment section below. Please share this video or any post with anyone you know. This will help me get the 3,000 subscribers. I'm sorry to those that unsubscribe. Please consider coming back. Sharing this video or post will cost you nothing. You can also follow me on Pinterest as well. The link to the Pinterest page will be in the link below if you're reading this on my blog. The link will be there as well. Thank you. Remember, do not forget to read, watch, and learn. Thanks. Bye.